might want to word that. It was funny.
That stuff's
One person told me they didn't, but it should be written out. I'm like, I don't think they are.
No.
And so that, I think that's where that gets confusing.
They do stuff, if they work in the water department, they're helping the guys, whether it's locates, whether it's water shutoffs, whether it's, no, we don't put it on.
Yeah, so I think that's just.
So
just
you
clear.
know that tonight, since there's only 3 of us here, it has to be unanimous vote for anything to pass.
Yeah. Did you talk to,
What?
did you
What?
talk to,
That'd be unanimous.
talk to Chris about being on the phone? He was gonna ask Chris about being on the phone.
She doesn't. And I do agree with the thought.
And they like you to do that. They don't.
Yeah.
Because of that?
And you wanted to take out the summer rec assistance,
Both of them, put it down here.
Just put them in.
Just so it can be discussion.
Yeah, just so they can be
New business.
discussed.
so that's not, that won't happen tonight.
Yes, it will happen.
Yeah.
New
Okay.
business.
Yeah, we'll just move it to new business.
Cindy just don't know. Hear what.
I mean, I don't care if you move them all, but. also
No, it's
do
just-
that.
She did.
Minute. Ooh.
For no reason.
Oh, let's read the text. She didn't call me. Seven.
7:55.
7, okay, we'll call the meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any additions or corrections to the consent calendar?
I would like to make a motion to move D and E from the consent calendar to new business.
Second.
And remove 4 and 5.
Is that part of the consent calendar, or should I just also make a motion to move, to adjust the agenda to flip 4 and 5?
Can you second that?
Second.
Okay, you want to call roll?
Commissioners Garbers.
Aye.
Carlson.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, since we switched 4 and 5, are there any visitors to be heard tonight?
I'd like to address the commission,
Sure.
if I may. Craig Winquist. We own the Gateway Plex on East Fifth Street over here. I'm here to address tonight a possible oversight or maybe a lack of action on a current resolution number 1283. Kind of bring it to the attention to the commission. This outlines a discretionary tax formula that the city adopted on November 25th of 2020. This resolution allowed for 5-year tax reduction for newly constructed or multi-resident structures in Canton. This resolution also included tax reductions on other types of construction as well. My wife and I owned the former Gateway Motel that was destroyed in Duratio in 2022. We began the process of building and planning to build on the apartment as soon as the insurance was settled. We approached the commission and the planning and zoning group in September of 2023 and again in November, and were approved to build. Plans were drawn and construction began in the spring. Now, the idea of the tax reduction played into our cash flow for the units as the way the insurance companies has changed their deductibles. It used to be a flat fee. For example, the motel was $1,500. And today it is 3% of the total cost of the apartment complex that's there. So when we were looking at building, this resolution played a huge part in our cash flow and being able to change our gear from the flat fee to where we're at today. That being said, my wife and I, Carrie, who cannot be with us tonight because she's helping with the academic award up there at the school. She serves on the K-12 Foundation. She contacted David Erdman on February 20th of 2024. David referred her to this resolution that the city has on file. And that stated that the tax resolution formula was set up and signed by the commission. With the understanding that we were in good standing with the resolution, we began the construction. Now fast forward to present time. On January 26th, was less than about a week and a half ago, we received the first tax bill for the apartment building. It is currently, well, up until today, we have one room now available, but it was full. And on January 26th, we received that first tax bill, and it was in full without any deduction at all. And so I called on Tuesday, January 27th, I called Tiffany at the city hall to see what was needed on our end to get the resolution into effect so that we might indeed follow what was written in 1283. A couple days went by, and last Friday, Tiffany emailed as a response from Carla. And is it Goshen? Is that how you say Goshen? Goosen. Okay, Carla. That showed an email thread that dated September 13th, 2023, that had been sent to Canton, which was Kyle, and Harrisburg of Deb Harris, alerting them to a fact that the South Dakota codified law had been changed. So between our construction and this had been changed, and that all those cities needed to make changes in their city resolutions. That is why we had been denied that resolution from the county. So fast forward, I'm coming before you tonight to alert you of the issue of 1283 and also to ask your help in correcting the city resolution to make it, if possible, retroactive so that we might indeed be able to utilize that in our cash flow plan for this apartment complex. I do plan to be placed on the agenda for the further discussion at the next regularly scheduled meeting, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention tonight. And time is of the essence for this because of March. There's a deadline to appeal the local board by March 12th. So if I need to start the appeal process with the county, I need to get going on that by the 12th. So thank you.
Thank you. We'll need to look into that quick. Okay. Thanks.
Sarah had to do some checking already.
What?
Sarah has done some checking on that already.
I've already done a lot of footwork on it, so
Okay, good.
really good.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're gonna call an executive session, for, codified law 125-2 for a personnel issue. And then we will come back. Oh, yeah, I need a motion,
Motion.
second,
Second.
Nicole roll.
Commissioners Carlson.
Aye.
Garbers.
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye.
Before y'all run away, guys, because normally I have to end the live stream, I can't pause it. Do we want to go upstairs or go into the kitchen?
We can move.
Yeah, we can go in the kitchen.
That way I
Yeah.
can leave the live stream on.
Or back to Alicia, or upstairs in that bathroom too.
We'll go upstairs.
Yeah, we'll go upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It don't matter how big it is. When you're- do this one for our motion. Yeah, and then motion to look at. So we'll put this up here and do this.
It was good. We didn't get anywhere other than that. Stuck around, sure.
She said the same thing. Switch 4 and 5.
She's, most of her family's down with the home.
Well, then I should have had.
Yeah,
He's Craig
Bottom
was
line,
down
they
there.
should,
He was
in my life, my first. No, I live right on Highway right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, yeah. Eventually, I was gonna do development.
Okay.
By the way, that's, you probably are interested in killing Wilson.
I just read that.
Where are you at? Highway 11? So I'm riding Sioux Falls. South side.
Okay.
Now, there's there, so.
So you hosted there.
Yeah. So about October, we ended up getting a home, and I made a promise to her, she was out there. And so we'll have to, we'll eventually sell, probably. Once we get homes. But gotta keep those promises.
When is this?
This fall, I mean, this spring, it started. So they hope to have homes up by late summer, fall, the first homes.
So they're gonna do, so they'll be doing the build and then they'll sell them like that through that development group?
Well, we ended up selling the land, so
Oh,
we still have some interest. I can say that, but it's not like it was before when we were still on the board, so it's, for the most part, it's their project to either make it successful or, so, which I like, because he's a very experienced developer.
is he the one that's from here originally?
Well, he did that last development years ago when we first got going, but it was just not a good vacation and just, there's a lot of variables there. But, he's all over, he's had successful developments in St. Helens, Lawrence, Brandon, up north is Del Rapids, I think, up there, he's all over the place, he's got one going in Beresford right now, but he specializes in these small towns. So we ended up getting a grant, we ended up having to have a grant and it's attached to it to make that work.
Then all that stuff's out.
Yeah, I mean, they have 20% of the work, overall project is 20% done. There's a lot of ground that you can't see right now. And that happened a year ago, a year ago, it was December, January. Yeah.
No, I remember watching it.
Watching all going, and I'm like, wow, they're really moving and we made the change, there's something we had to do, so we have it. And I know it made a lot of people nervous that we weren't gonna get houses and all that, but unfortunately, there's not a whole lot, we can say about it during that time. Our hands are pretty tied. But we can shout it from the rooftops now, there are gonna be houses out there now. It'll be actually, remember how aggressive they thought we were before? With that build out? It was 83 single family and 200 multifamily, don't think apartments, think, twin homes, townhomes and all that.
Yeah.
Very, our developer from Harrisburg, said your numbers are right. He told us our numbers are right. And I'm like, I felt vindicated after that. 113 single family. 250. Yeah, you're talking about the common, that full build out can't.
That'll be pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's because I was just talking to lives in Harrisburg and we were just talking about how that's so crazy in North Carolina. All that is.
Yeah, he moves and shakes, and at times money with those tips too, so we want to make those, to make those flow.
That's.
It's for like 20 years is the way they work. There's a lot of negative press about those right now, a lot of misinformation. The way those work is, it does not say chassis on it. That's another thing is, what it does is it takes the money off the base. So even when the land is being taxed before, it continues to be taxed. As it was, correct. And then so increment, anything above the base, the valuable matter. I was here on time, that goes to pay for the portion of the infrastructure that gets put here. And the way the student aid student aid formula for education, it does not take a penny from education. Because the way the PSA goes, it's a per student allocation, that money does not get to, the way that money gets divvied out from the state, it's secured. The only impacts that it does have, it could be on capital outlay funds and things like that, but even that, there's hospital.
But it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't, the cost went through the roof. At first, we thought we were gonna be able to do it without it, but as it turned out, the way costs shot up after COVID, was like kind of like.
Isn't that?
Oh, my God. Yeah, we did our best. They didn't think they could get it. Well, you were there with Project. You were there from the start when you come in. Right?
No.
You come in about a year. Okay, you were there about a year.
Probably about a year.
I was on our board.
Yeah.
So when you were on board. And then, I don't think we were talking.
No.
We didn't think we needed it. Yeah. And people, I know people.
I would
go quite somewhere. Well, it kind of turned out, we did, because the prices kept going. So we got those bids. The one bid came for that infrastructure was like $12 million, and one was $11 million. That's water, sewer, roads they have to have there. I mean, the one came in at 8.3. So unfortunately, one came in with. But even that.
What did you think it'd be?
Carter.
Everybody goes.
He feels like he can do it cheaper. He said, I couldn't do it cheaper. Because I couldn't put cash flow. We could do the project.
Yeah. Evidently only that is so.
And they know their numbers. Well, he owns the asphalt company, so that helps. You know, when you own the asphalt company, that's gonna help you bring those numbers down.
Yeah.
That one.
Back there.
The building side of it.
Yeah.
You know.
But it just feels
Well,
like.
it has to be
There
for,
for.
because if you watch it, and you video.
I mean, it is.
How it.
When I learned about construction,
They're getting hungry, which is interesting. We didn't have a lot of time to play with, see why we cut down his weird developer.
Start streaming their
I'd
meetings.
be glad to have coffee with you. They finally agreed to
Well,
that.
They agreed to.
But bottom line is, it really just came down to is their timeline was our timeline. And we were afraid of, that grant. Because the ARPA money expires at the end of 2026 this year.
So
it has to be in it.
otherwise, has that money been received?
No,
It just, it is.
and that was another thing that I really kind of, you know, I kind of did my pockets back.
Yeah.
All that, some of the stories out there are crazy.
Yeah.
But no.
Back like where I was sitting at.
You know,
The cables are, I was gonna say that's a big out here.
Because I read an article, more than about a year and a half ago, actually, my sister said something about it, to get everybody.
Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened.
Well, no, and they went to get, now this is why tips get bad names. Is people out there say no because it wasn't. They were going after giant tip there. So that's the difference between a small town trying to make it spread grow when, I mean, our biggest problem in Highland is we don't have any, you know, as much as housing for younger folks that want to come and stay in communities, you don't have that. But also our aging in place, essentially has to downsize. They can't, we talked about this before, can't be in those two-story homes, and eventually you need one floor single level living, or folks that's maybe farms and acreage or whatever, and we're like moving to town rather than moving to Sioux Falls. How many people have scamped across to Sioux Falls over the years that
You know,
assisted living, or even just, you know, single level living, because they couldn't get by on the two-story. A lot.
that's what I would use.
It's not about, it's clear the demand is there. So big towns, you know, he runs those numbers on our board every month. And some of those market forecasting numbers are just crazy because houses don't stand. See, you'll have homes here that are 8 to 10 homes that are $200,000 for us. And then you'll have basically no other inventory. Except, well, and then $1 million Kennedy mansion or, then it goes way up. But that sweet spot, or even the other I call it third tier housing, upper housing, you don't even have it yet. Like that would be third tier. Well, I mean, it used to be, I used to say that number was $500,000. That's just sort of now because COVID, I mean, 500,000 would get you nearly what you got. It's almost darn impossible.
Yeah.
Darn impossible. It's crazy. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of differences in where we came from to where we're at now. Yeah, that's.
Everybody's
selling a bunch, mixing busy really well, or the interest rates are still.
Nick's doing well. Like, Nick's got that personality. He gets out there. He goes for it. He gets after it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't busy as he was back in, was it 22? Interest rates were at like 2% back. And, he's one of the top 10 producers in the state. Realtors. Yeah. He's a good guy. Pretty humble guy. And I get a lot of other people in real estate. He does very, he sells a lot of homes.
You still doing the yard stuff too?
Yep, still in there, got over 10 years now, so I gotta get my 20 years. So, I love it, so, I work with directly with the commander. Yeah, and they now I'm part of the commander.
Your
National Guard, your National Guard,
Aaron.
with the civil engineers.
Yeah, cause I think I asked you that before, do you need,
Yeah, you go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah. The big stuff, right?
No.
You're good, kind of on the reversal.
No.
What's that?
Just throwing some stuff off.
Yeah.
Smart asses. You know what I mean? Not that they don't.
Not me, right?
Not people. You know what I'm saying?
The first meeting in January, after they do all of their organization. So, I want to have public input and say, I can see my name on the city paper. And see if he comes back. What? What did you? What? I said, what? You know, that's how they make announcements, like back in those days of rural.
No, I know, but don't like me either. Yeah, you're not good.
I was just, I wanted to hear how much.
It's like, because they're the ones making noise, it's going weird to us.
That's too bad. And to come to this.
Yeah, I definitely need some clarification on what order they read this agenda, because I'm confused.
And why? Yeah, the reason behind it.
Yeah, I mean, that's from there.
part that I'm confused on still, what we've been discussing, like what exactly that motion was, I'm not sure if I'm gonna ask for clarification. Because I think,
Eat new business. So summer help and summer rec.
but then
And
they
switched 4 and 5 for
So
executive.
yeah, that's the part that I just want clarification from, because there was only one motion made, so I wasn't sure how they worded it.
Motion, one vote.
Oh, you tonight? Oh, shit.
I'm good, how are you? Have you been on vacation?
What's that?
Are you on vacation? I feel like I haven't seen you.
Been a lot, we were a weekend ago for a few days. We went for 3 days, but I haven't been around for a while, and so, I mean, I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
So,
The season.
You know, vacation would be nice right now, it's cold as it is, but I think we're gonna get a warm up finally, so.
I know,
Maybe nice.
next week is supposed to be like in the 30s and 40s. I know, Brian and I leave for vacation next week and I'm like, of course, it's gonna be warm when we're gone.
Or you guys, that's none of my business, but you guys get to go to the warm?
Yeah, we're headed to Cabo.
Oh, cool.
You're going next week?
Yeah.
One of the X-ray gals that I work with at the hospital is leaving, their family is leaving Friday.
Oh,
They're
really?
gonna be down there for a week.
Yeah, we're
So,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Just a break, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like this time of year comes really redundant, you just do the same thing.
When my wife moved up from Oklahoma, I'm like, so you take your vacations up here in January, February, maybe March.
Yeah.
And I said, I mean, summer, you wanna be around, because it's so awesome here.
Yeah.
You know.
And just do half shares. And a few cents we started off with the other thing that is, but. School insurance.
This is a little bit different order than normal.
It is, yeah, I know.
I looked at the time just to make sure. I'm like, well, daylight savings, why is this, why are we going into exact already?
Yeah.
You'll be at Rotary on Thursday?
Oh, I don't know, I got jury trial.
Dog ate your homework?
Uh,
Just kidding, chief.
I guess, jury trial would be, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be super involved.
Yeah,
You got-
You need
it's one of those things you have to be there.
Yeah, I gotta be there
Yes.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm kinda curious as to how it's gonna end. So,
One day trial.
yeah, I got postponed.
which trial can you say?
Nah, I mean, it'll be public information.
I didn't get into it.
I think you just put the chairs away.
Okay, motion to come out of exec.
Motion.
Second.
They only work so good. Carlson, Garbers, okay. Call roll. Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Okay, now move on to old business. Do we have anything on the A and B situations? They're still on here?
No, so we got, they made the change. They ate the second mobilization.
Who did?
Oh, I'm sorry.
First rate.
I got ahead of myself. Yeah, no, A. Yeah, first rate ate the second mobilization.
So there's really nothing for us to do on A if they, because A was.
Same?
That didn't change because that's just accepting the
Okay.
infrastructure.
So we didn't.
And we were okay with
Well,
B because we were
We would
waiting
need,
on A.
Right.
we
Yeah,
actually-
that's the reason we delayed B.
right, but we need to approve A.
So I would make a
We need
motion
to
to
do both.
approve A with that change of denying the
Yep.
mobilization charge.
That's already out.
So,
Okay,
Second.
call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
I
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. And B,
Motion.
second.
call roll.
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, the scoreboards at West Ball.
I talked to Darren at length today. He apologized. He was not going to be able to make it to the meeting tonight and asked us if we could table it for his availability in the future.
Motion to
Motion.
table.
Second.
Call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, on to new business. The Beaver Creek, oh.
Do we want to start with new business with the advertising for the summer help?
Oh, yeah, the summer help. Move that.
So move that off the agenda? Or move it
Okay,
down?
the first one is to advertise for the summer help. It's recommended to advertise for 5 summer help positions in the Public Works Department for 2026.
I think the question just was, Public Works Department, is it actually the Public Works Department or is it the Parks Department? And then also just clarification of what these 5 folks will be doing. And if I think there was a question on, they were doing dangerous jobs and also if it was necessary to have 5.
I did get a call today and it was about a bunch of things, so I guess I'll just bring it up in this one. This person is a well-established citizen of Canton. And not quote for quote, but that's pretty much what he said. He says, back when I was involved in the commission, we had 3 people in the office and we did things paperly. Now we have 5. That's about all he said about the office. He went to the police department and he says, policeman department did this and now we have somebody hired to do code enforcement. Till we back down on the police force. Went to the street, went to the public works. And we adjusted that a little bit. We used to have 6 people did street and water. We went to 7, we went back down to 6, and then we hired 2 people for parks. And yes, the parks look a lot better. But he says, we hired 5 people to do that. And now we've hired out the striping of the roads. And that used to take a week to 10 days to 2 weeks. When are we gonna quit hiring for extra hiring for help? Pretty much what he said, so I'm bringing that because we got some other things that we have to adjust to. So that's what was said in the conversation I had with him.
I mean, the painting is only Fifth Street. I mean, we'll still have
We still do all the like
parking
diagonal
lots.
parking stalls,
Yeah,
parking lots,
The neighborhoods.
Main
all the
Street.
other off Dakota, off Fifth
Curbs.
Street. Yeah. Yeah, there's still quite a bit.
I mean, that is still something that still happens.
Yeah, and they do spend an inordinate amount of time, mostly in the parks mowing. Because it's, I mean,
I do, I mean, I know we're live, and I guess it's the way it is, if anybody else is driving around. I believe it was Friday morning, might have been Thursday morning, but when I went to work at 7:45, that Casey's not open. We do gotta be mindful of where our money that we spend comes from. I hope we don't lose Casey's, but we all know they're struggling. Kind of like the Dollar General was struggling a year or two ago. We know what we got in legislation might be coming. We're sitting at a 3.7% increase on sales tax. That can get ate up pretty fast. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So this, are we at the summer help? Do we have to use 5 or what are we doing here?
I think we keep 5 busy. We really genuinely do. I think if we were having, if sales tax, say through June is down or not up like traditionally, I think we could still call an audible and not continue to employ all of them throughout the summer. Or the legislature, once we know what they've done, just especially because of their part-time status, we could cut ties, or seasonal, we could cut ties with them pretty easily if our budget isn't looking good either because of the economy or the legislature. But yeah, I really do think we can keep 5 of them busy. It's
What do
feast
we-
or famine here, and it's feast all summer long. There is usually.
Well, we don't know if it's gonna rain either to mow but, yeah, I mean, I'm a conservative person too. What are we doing with these people when it rains? Do we have ability, you don't have to come to work today because it's raining?
Get sent home when it's hot.
They don't work 40 hours, do they?
No, well,
Most of the time
yeah,
they do.
they
Yeah.
do.
Do they?
Because
Most
they're
of
also
the
covering the weekend shifts for plant watering. I think we plan on
And
taking a more
parks.
conservative approach towards plant watering this year.
Yeah, they also check the parks when we have big events. They're the ones that go and clean the parks and make sure they're good.
Like Sarah too, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal what department is paying these people, but I don't know that Public Works is the department that it should be all be coming from.
No, it's, we call it Public Works because at a time, Public Works encompassed everything, streets, parks, water, sewer. It was just the umbrella. So they get split up. Usually there's 1 or 2 in water and then probably 1 in water, 2 in parks and 1 in street, and somebody kind of floats around a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, they're split up amongst the departments of the shop.
Do they stay in those spots?
No.
No. Say
No, not sometimes, but most of the time, if there's a call because the parks need to be mowed because it's been raining, it's all hands on deck. Sometimes even including the guys at the shop will be out mowing.
I'd make the motion to hire up to 5.
I'll second that.
Okay, want to call roll?
Commissioner Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. And the next one was, for advertising for the summer recreation assistants. We've had 4 summer rec assistants positions, and this would be for just the season.
So
And I don't believe they work 40 hours a week.
is for what we always do, or are we up or down?
I had no idea we had 4. What does a summer rec assistant do?
I'll tell you from my firsthand father experience that because both my boys did summer rec last year, and I wasn't really sure what to expect of it, but they roughly the 120 some kids are broken into 2 different groups based on age, and Ryan Kohler, who's now full time with us, is he was part time with us before as the director of summer rec, Now, he still wears that hat in the summer months, all year round, because he's dealing with registration and stuff. So he's kind of the mastermind and director out there, but then the other summer rec assistants help keep the ratio of adults to children within check and herding cats to keep
And that's
them all
just during that
focused.
that summer rec program?
Yeah, yep.
It's
So
like,
it's
what, 2 months or something?
2 months.
Yeah, the program typically starts in June and ends at the end of July. And then there's a week off when the 4th of July is.
And yeah, it's, are they done by 1?
it's no-
Yeah, like noon. Yep, so by the time they clean up all the sports activities,
Yeah.
it's usually
So
1
it's just a
o'clock.
morning gig. A couple of them are also employed as lifeguards too, so they do. But that portion of that job is just a morning gig.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it just keeps our ratio of adults to children in check.
I know it got brought up last year, I'm just asking if school's doing sanctioned softball or baseball or whatever. And I know it got brought up, who was chalking when they had games on weekends. Is this covered with this?
It's not, no,
Who's taking care of that then?
that'll be something that Ryan and Jason in Parks will work out with the school.
So Ryan and Jason are in charge of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're taking charge, but they'll coordinate with the school to see who's taking charge.
Just as a commissioner, I don't want to hear that we're not going to.
You want to know a plan, okay?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay. The next one is the Beaver Creek Trunk Sewer Project Pay App number 12, and it is the final. Myron submitted a pay app, and it is the final contractor pay request for the project. It includes the CCO number 3, items as discussed above. And the great majority of this pay request is retainage from the prior pay requests. Pay request is also included a deduction of $33,000 from the payment due to liquidated damages. And the total amount due is $238,987.59. It's due to various damages at the main lift station. And Myron recommended not making the final payment until payment has been received from First Rate for the damages.
That has been changed. First Rate has submitted to their insurance company. Their insurance company has confirmed. I signed the release today, so we will be getting a check from their insurance company.
Okay, do we hold
So do
this
we
off
need to
until we
not-
get it?
We just need to approve it. We can. It's gonna wait another week anyhow because it's not on this week's pay, so as soonest it would be done would be next week.
So we can make a motion to accept this and hang on to the check until damages are received.
If that's what you prefer, yep.
To not have the mayor sign until it's a done deal, till we have check in hand.
That's fine.
Are these totals correct with what
Yes.
Yeah,
we okayed earlier?
these were updated to reflect that.
I'd make a motion to approve it as long as we get check in hand before the mayor signs. Move forward.
Okay,
Second.
and call roll.
Yes, Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next on the agenda is a full-time police officer. It's recommended to hire Sebastian Bastida in the full-time police officer position at grade 12, step 1. It's $29.09 per hour, and he will have a 6-month probationary period and may be eligible for a step increase at that time. Motion and second is required.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and second, and call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next one is another new hire for a full-time police officer. It's recommended to hire Nash Lininger as a full-time police officer, position grade 12, step 2. That's $29.85 per hour. And he will have a 6-month probationary period, and he may be eligible for a step increase at that time.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
The motion is second, and call roll.
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, next is the 2026 Bridge Inspection Resolution. The U.S. Federal Highway Administration requires a reinspection of bridges every 2 years. The South Dakota DOT has an engineering firm under retainer that will inspect the Bridge Street Bridge. The city has used Altig engineers for inspection in the past. The city cost is 20% of the cost of the inspection.
God, it seems like it comes up every year. Motion.
Second.
Motion and second, roll call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next is the loader bids. The city advertised for bids for a new loader and opened the 3 bids received on January 21st. It's recommended to award the bid to RDO. The bid was to purchase the new loader for $282,000 and trade in our current loader for $194,000 for a net bid of $88,000.
Now, when we make this motion, I also want you to authorize the mayor to sign the purchase order, because the purchase order is what kicks off them getting the loader ordered. And I think they're 6 weeks out-ish before a new one will show up.
I do got a quick. What trigger looking at for a loader?
That was set in motion before me, Kyle.
We have been, about every 5 years, rotating the loader out.
About or is it 5 years or about 5 years?
We held one for 7 years and it cost us a lot of money, so we started pushing them out at 5 years. We've been getting extraordinarily good trade-in on them. As you can see, $194,000. We gave $204,000 for that loader when we bought it. So we've been pushing them out at 5 years. We've been getting good trade-in. We have a loader that's usually under warranty. It's not going to give us any fits. Most of everything we do within the city, whether it's snow removal, whether it's water mains, whether it's rubble site, we use that piece of equipment. It's one thing that if it breaks down, most of our operations are kind of done. So we keep it out, keep it moving, so we can have a newer machine that's not going to have a breakdown issue.
Do we have to Hey Ryan, I don't know, do we have to modify that thing to fit our snow stuff?
No, it's modified. In the bid specs, I require that whichever manufacturer it is, whether it's John Deere, Cat, or Case, that they're required to have a hookup to Balderson, which is an old Cat hookup, but that's what all of our equipment runs on. Our snow bucket, our loader, or our clamshell, the grapple, that's all Balderson, so that front attachment is required to be for Balderson.
Motion to mayor sign.
Second.
Motion for you to sign.
A motion in a second.
We have a motion and a second, and then you're, okay, we'll call roll.
One quick thing before I do that. A few years ago, Paul, I had actually looked at leasing one, and it was cheaper for us to buy it and trade it than it was to lease.
Now you can call roll.
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next is the approval of liquor and wine operating agreements. City of Canton is required to renew our operating agreements with liquor and wine operators on an annual basis. The agreements have been revised from last year, and this will require a motion and a second.
The biggest revision in there is that we, as we discussed previously, we've dropped that liquor markup from 10 to 5%.
How about did it take care of our complaint that we were getting? Does this affect that at all?
I don't think they're happy with any markup, so. I mean, there's one of our folks is gonna be pleasantly happy, they're surprised. This will satisfy one person, there's another establishment that isn't happy with any markup, so.
This is gonna hinder what? The email that we got.
I don't think they're gonna be happy with this, because they want zero markup.
The operating agreements are required by statute. We can't
Right.
I agree,
operate
but-
in any other way,
Right.
so.
But dropping it, yeah.
Yeah, that email that you're talking about, they wouldn't be happy with anything.
Motion to accept.
Good motion.
No, second.
Okay, I'll call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Next is the updated city attorney contract. Received an updated attorney contract with Freeburg Nelson and Ask for miscellaneous attorney services for the 2026 calendar. The rate of $225 per hour for attorney's time for services provided to the city and all other expenses associated with the attorney's representation of the city. What? Did I do something wrong?
Nope. Motion.
I'll second, and I'll say that I would normally probably abstain, but I think we've made it clear that the contract that the city has with the city attorney means nothing, it has no bearing on my job, so.
Michael Roll?
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, next is the South Dakota Public Assurance Alliance updated intergovernmental contract. The Alliance has submitted an updated contract for the intergovernmental contract. And the contract includes 2 changes. The first change is an addition of the language to Article 5, which serves to clarify that no member shall have more than 1 representative serving on the board at any one time. The second change is reformatting of the content. Didn't we vote on this last week?
No.
Last time? Anyway.
About a year ago.
Oh, okay. Reformatting of the content for Article 9, which includes moving the notice rescinding the paragraph to the top of the section.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Call roll.
Commissioners Carlson,
Aye.
Garbers,
Aye.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye. Okay, that concludes everything that was on the agenda, I think.
Yes.
We have district dialogue. Sarah, do you have anything?
I can't think of anything.
Paul?
Got a call or a text, actually, wondering where we are with our study for Cedar Street. And I know some of the answers, but I don't know how to even give an answer, so,
Study for what?
our water study.
Oh, the
From the
water
flood.
study.
Oh.
Oh, that one.
That-
So they've been sitting on a draft. Part of their scope was to also make contact with landowners who are identified as owning property that's kind of vital to some of these improvements. And so they've been trying to run down some of those contacts and have not been getting favorable feedback from folks. So then they went back and looked, is there any possible way to move, like especially the pond that needs to be built to hold the water back that comes down Cedar Street. Looking if there's any alternative locations for that. They don't think that there really is. So I don't know if now the 2 engineers were the ones who made contact with the property owner. I don't know if I'm gonna, Justin Hyman and myself might try to step in and make contact, see if we can't come to a better resolution. I've also reached out to a local attorney who also does a lot of real estate work for real property. And I'm gonna meet with him this week and see if he would be willing to represent us in reaching out to some, because he knows how to make rural property owners feel like they're protected when they're doing negotiations with the government or other folks. So I'm hoping he'll be willing to work with us and reach out to some of these property owners and see if we can't get them to move off the dime.
I knew the answer, I didn't know how to answer the question.
Sure. So, so a lot of the engineering work is done, but there was more to the scope than just the engineering work. So, but we want to get.
How I got it is, 2 years, we went away for another flood to decide.
Right. And don't get me wrong, there was more than one project identified because there was even the Cedar Street issue. We kind of think of it maybe as one long issue from the top of Cedar Street all the way through the downtown courthouse area, but that actually will require 2 separate fixes. We also need to upgrade our drainage pipe infrastructure, basically from the courthouse area down to the Big Sioux River. That would be a completely separate fix from the pond. So the focus might just be on trying to do that fix before the pond. Previously, we thought we'd do the pond before that one. The in-town fix is going to be more expensive just because we're dealing with tearing up existing streets and all that. But it'll be more straightforward in the sense that we're in control of all of the property that we need to mess with. We'll probably reprioritize which one we'll tackle first.
Are we set for our infrastructure project that we can let people know what we're doing this summer?
On Sanborn, 90% of that is good to go. But the last 10% is still a big portion, and that involves running drainage across Keystone. Keystone has been unresponsive to us reaching out. All we asked for Keystone was an easement in line with Maple.
No, it's
South of the school.
Elder.
Elder?
So
Is it Elder?
An easement in line with Elder to take the drainage from Elder at the elementary school, go underneath Keystone's property and connect with a rather large pipe that has plenty of capacity on the eastern stretch of Elder, and then it daylights right below the lake over there, Christmas Lake. But like I said, they answered the phone call once and said, yeah, that makes sense. And then they just haven't been responsive. So I don't know if they're trying to tell us no. We thought we were talking to the right people, but
Carmen, how often do you at Keystone?
A couple times a month.
But the people who run Keystone are not in Canton.
No, that's corporate.
yeah, well, so they do have somebody deemed as the local CEO, but they even have a Sioux Falls campus. So are they stationed here or in Sioux Falls?
Yeah, I think it's all in Sioux Falls. I think corporate's all in Sioux Falls.
So just maybe it's a matter
It's
of
nothing we gotta act on, but
going and knocking on the door up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we tried to do a light touch. Certainly we would love to actually say we're going to put Elder Street through. That's what we want to ask for, but we wanted to not let the tail wag the dog here. So we kept it conservative and only asked exactly for what we needed. And it hasn't paid off yet.
Anything else?
I could go on with that stuff.
Huh?
I could go on.
I know you could. I don't have anything super special. I want to congratulate the kids tonight that are being inducted into the National Honor Society. So that's going on right now. It's probably over now. But anyway, that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
We got a draft of the housing study back. I'm going to ask them to come present it to you all,
Okay.
the draft, before we accept the final product. Like Sarah and a few others, I'm following some legislation. One piece that has been going through, I don't suspect it's going to fail, is that we'll have to start publishing our agendas 72 hours in advance of the meeting, and weekends and holidays will not count.
Oh,
So we'll be publishing on Wednesday of the week before. We can update it 24 hours in advance. So I suspect we'll get a draft out, but there will almost always be an update to it. It's kind of hard to lock in
yeah, it
the
is.
agenda, and that'll really make it feel like it's, a week and a half between agendas rather than
Yeah.
two.
Can I make a clarification on that?
Pardon?
Can I make a clarification on that?
Sure.
Sure.
Jessica came, I did watch that
Okay.
hearing and have to go back and rewatch it to make sure my words are correct, but I'm 90% certain that only applies to state level committees and things, not local stuff.
Oh.
Meaning not county, city, or school board.
There's
I know that question
two
was,
different bills.
okay, maybe
One's for-
I'm on the wrong bill
One's
then.
for state and commissions and one's for municipalities. and
Okay, then I
towns.
haven't
Okay.
seen the second one, but yeah, that one was specifically brought up on that bill.
I'll compare notes with you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. We don't have anything else either, and now, someone want to make a motion to go on exec?
Motion.
Second.
You want to call roll?
Commissioners Garbers,
Aye.
Carlson,
Hi.
Mayor Lundstrom.
Aye.
Tennessee National Honor Society.
The reason I know that is my grandson was given, that's just the. I for that.